Hello, and thank you for joining today's webinar. Again, my name is Mary Cruz with SMPS Headquarters. I'm the Vice President of Membership and Chapter Services. Thank you for joining us today. We will be presenting today on SMPS, the value of membership, the power of your membership, and how to engage. We'll be going through quite a few points today on the value, the benefits, the features of membership. So please feel free to participate throughout the presentation. Everyone's line is muted, so if you'd like to participate, you have the GoToWebinar toolbar. You can simply type in a question in the chat box, and I'll be checking those periodically. We'll also have time at the end of the presentation for questions, or you can click the hand raised sign. There's a hand raise option. You'll see that, and I will be happy to unmute you and answer your question, excuse me. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Thank you all for joining us today. What is SMPS? So, you know, you've been a member for, some of you have been a member for maybe short-term, long-term, have been a member for many years, or you're not yet, you're interested in membership. So just want to go through the information today. There's a lot to take in and absorb, so please, I will make this presentation available to you. It is recorded, so we'll share that with you following the call. So if you need to share it with colleagues or go back and revisit, you can do that. But SMPS is the only AEC marketing association that provides professionals the knowledge, networking, and tools for marketing smarter and stronger results. SMPS offers members professional development. We have certification program, many leadership opportunities. We have marketing resources. We'll walk through those today and where to find those, the top-notch education that chapters provide, as well as regional conferences, national conferences, our online learning Markendium Online Learning Center. We'll talk about that as well, and all of the member resources and tools. We'll dive into those in a moment. I thought I would just share a quote from a member, long-term member, Pete Kenley. He's started his own business about 15 years ago, but has been a member for over 30. And his quote is, "When I find a new lead in the morning, I will know in the afternoon or enough about the project by the end of the day, largely from information from his SMPS peers." So, you know, this is your network. This is your peers, your society. It's not just your local chapter of 50, 60, 100, or 300. It's 7,000 members nationwide. So being able to reach out to members in a firm you may know across the country, through the directory, through your My SMPS app. Hopefully you've downloaded that. You can quickly search for members by service, by firm function. And so utilizing your directory, making sure that you have that available to you, knowing that you can call an SMPS member at any time and say, "I'm a member and I need some help. I'm looking for this resource. Do you have a marketing plan that you can share with me, or business development best practices? What does this position description look like?" You can call them for anything. And I tell you that we hear time and time again, this community of members will respond, will get back to you, likes to share and coordinate with each other and collaborate. So keep that in mind as you look beyond. Yes, your local network is where you'll find the most powerful and meaningful connections, but please know that there's attending other chapter events, going out to regional conferences, joining us in online learning, and also through other programs offered in person, that there are so many opportunities for you as a member to grow and to connect. So a little bit about our history. SMPS was founded in 1973 by a small group of professional service firm leaders. They knew the need. There was a need to sharpen skills for marketers and business development professionals to pool resources within this specific niche market, within the AEC industry. So that's why we're special. Yes, you can go online and Google marketing materials or look for a marketing plan and have to sift through millions of options there, but knowing that these resources are built, are tailored for marketing and BD professionals and service marketing in the AEC industry. So we are a one and only type of association that provides that. So SMPS today represents nearly 7,000 marketing and BD professionals across the country, mostly in architectural engineering, predominantly planning, interior design. We have construction and related specialty consulting firms. The SMPS Society benefits from a support of over 3,000, close to 3,500 design and building firms that are members, which encompasses 80% of the firms in the engineering news record. Top 500 design and engineering firms plus the leading 400 contracting firms. So we are represented well in the society. And as you can see that we have 58 chapters. We're very excited about the newest chapter, the Rio Grande Valley. So we're very excited. We have another chapter forming in the Inland Empire area in California, and at least 3 or 4 more in the works. So we're very excited. We have 58 dynamic chapters across the country. And again, as a member, you can participate and go to other local chapter events. If you happen to travel for your firm and you can connect with an SMPS event, a lunch, a breakfast, or just call and reach out to those members and connect with them, that's really where the value comes, is building your network. We're led by a volunteer of 7 board members. We have 7 volunteer board members and 16 professional staff located here in Alexandria. So this is just a quick look at our board of directors. Again, we have 7, all from across the country, very diverse group. And they are all here for you. So if you ever want to connect with any of our board members, you can find their information on the society website. Reach out anytime, especially looking for resources as chapter leaders. They're a wonderful support in addition to the staff. So again, we have a headquarters staff of 16 professionals that work here in Alexandria, Virginia. We have a few working remotely. So please, as a member, as a volunteer or a leader, please reach out to any of our staff at any time. We are here to support you. We probably can find the answer or the resource that you're looking for. Please don't hesitate to call me, myself, or any one of my colleagues anytime. To hit home the mission of SMPS, we were developed to advocate for, educate, and connect leaders in the building industry. That is why we are unique. Our vision, this says it all to me. This vision says it all, and it was recently updated about a year ago, and really spent a lot of time thinking about this and what this means to our industry, to your profession. What does this mean? Business transformation through marketing leadership. Knowing that these AEC firms and beyond, if you don't engage your marketing staff, your marketing leadership at a top level, bring them to the table and understanding what the mission is of your firm. How are you going after work? How are you securing that work? How are your professionals working together with the technical team? We know these are all things that all of our firms face every single day, that, how are our marketing team, our BD team, our owners, and our technical team working together to secure and win business? And most of the time we hear they don't work together. There's a disconnect between the technical team and the marketing team, and having to chase down answers. And how can we be together and work together and find value and know that our owners and our decision makers understand the value that marketing brings and should have a seat at the table in helping to win this business. So this statement to me is very powerful. Business transformation through marketing leadership. Our core purpose is to enrich knowledge and advance practices that build business for professional service firms. Again, the core values that guide the behavior of SMPS are innovation, integrity, lifelong learning, relationships, and service. These are the core values that guide us. We have a strategic plan. You can see that at any time on the SMPS headquarters website. The goals and objectives are simple. There are 4. Awareness, to bring awareness, more widely recognized value to expertise and practitioners in the AEC industries. Education, SMPS will provide the knowledge, the necessary skills, the tools, the expertise that you need to do your job well. Obviously, membership, SMPS will thrive. We will always work to increase our members, to bring on new members and firms. And infrastructure, how are we financially sustainable moving into the future, being nimble and understanding what's coming. A core purpose is to enrich knowledge and advance practices that build business for professional service firms. looks like I'm going the opposite way. I'm sorry, my finger jumped on the up arrow. I thought, my goodness, we've already seen these slides. Okay, so why is SMPS membership in SMPS valuable to an AEC professional? You may ask that question and continue to ask that question, and it's our job to make sure you understand all of the resources that are available, where to find them, and it is up to you as the member to engage. For you to be successful, for you to find value in your membership, you have to engage. You have to want to read the periodical, the award-winning magazine that comes to your mailbox every other month. Participate in the free lunchtime learning labs that are available online. Go into the online learning center. Connect and volunteer on your board or be a part of a committee that your chapter has or a regional conference. You give your firm exposure that way. You connect, you build yourself. If you are just going to sit back and wait for it to come to you, then your membership, you won't find that value. And with any association, this is true. So remember, it does connect you with networking opportunities, leadership opportunities, professional development, access to our award-winning marketer magazine, opportunities to learn and to grow. We have a certification that members can earn, the CPSM program. We'll talk about that in a minute, but definitely these are opportunities that membership connects you with. What does membership do for your company, for your firm? And the obvious answer is involvement in SMPS creates business opportunities to design business and build your company. We understand, again, it's going after those resources and tools and learning and education, the marketing trends that we provide in our periodicals, our publications, our regular, our foundation white papers that come out. All of these resources are available to members, and many of them are free and many of them are at a discount. So making sure that you are always watching and paying attention to those, the emails that are coming out, our publications, and visiting the site regularly to take a look, and the My SMPS community as well. Again, when you join, you gain access to valuable business connections, time-saving marketing intelligence, top quality education, award-winning publications, webinars. And we're here, the association, we work, our board of directors, the staff, our leadership works to advocate for our profession, for marketing and BD in the AEC industry. We try to educate owners and principals about the importance of our profession, and provide members the access that they need. Here's a list of our strategic alliances and associations. Many of these I'm sure you know: AIA, AGC, SAMI, SAMA. We have relationships with all of these alliance partners. We work together in sharing memberships. If you have a connection at a local level, or if you want to work with one of these groups at a local level, please reach out to headquarters. We'll make sure we provide you with the right connections to do so that you can also have exposure there as well. Strategic Alliance professional groups. We have Dodge Data Analytics, Deltec, BNI, FMI, P3C. I'm sure you're familiar with these groups. These are professional partnerships that we have in place. So let's talk a little bit about our Certified Professional Service Marketer program. Again, this is the certification for marketing and business development professionals, for owners as well. We have consultants that have this designation, CPSM, and principals and owners, top marketing directors to marketing managers. So understanding that this certification can provide you not only the knowledge and the information you need to advance your career if you really are going to try to move forward in this profession, but it connects you with over nearly 1,000 others. You have a community just for CPSMs where you share ideas, gain knowledge. That's in the My SMPS group. CPSMs are often tapped for focus groups to help us grow the profession and the society. They also have many benefits. A lot of the resources are free for CPSMs. For example, all of our webinars that we provide that are archived, members do have pay a fee for the regular webinars, although we have free webinars as well. But CPSMs have access to all the free archives that they can share with their firms, with their marketing departments. So keeping in mind that this is here also to advance your career, but brings you so much more. The value of certification illustrates an individual's professionalism and commitment to excellence, that you are going to continue to learn every single day to support career advancement. So any certification, yes, provides these, but we are very proud of our certification program, and it's growing each and every day. It's based around the domains of practice for professional service marketers. So we have the 6 domains of practice. That is our core. That is our base. This is what our Markendium Online was built from. This is what our books and our learning series is built upon. Our members and our chapters also provide programming based on the 6 domains of practice, which are market research, marketing planning, client and business development, proposals, promotional activity, and management. So go to our website, learn a little bit more about certification and the 6 domains of practice. There is a wonderful tool free for members on the certification area of our website, which is an audit tool. It's a great booklet that goes through all of the 6 domains of practice, and you can take this into your marketing team, into your company, your BD team, and evaluate how you're structured. What does that look like? Are you checking the boxes? It's actually a checklist, an audit checklist for you, and that's available in the certification area of the website. So please check that out. Blueprints is another white paper, if you will, periodical that is free for members. Non-members pay for this, and it was put together several years ago. It's actually getting ready to go through an audit cycle itself, and will be enhanced, and we'll be adding an addendum to it for principals and owners. But it was built, it's guides. It's a guide for marketing and BD departments in the AEC industry. Again, it's very specific to your needs, and so these are the things that members can find value in. It's model marketing BD departments. What does that look like? What should your department look like? Job descriptions, a self-assessment tool, interview questions for job candidates. So this is a great tool. It can be found in the online store. If you're on the website of SMPS, just go up top. You'll see SMPS store. There's a link there, and it'll take you into our to purchase, download this. There's many other things that members can download for free. And if we have a moment towards the end, I'll pop into the store, and you can see some of the books also where you can buy our Markendium, our book set that was recently launched last year, I think 2 years ago. I think it's been last year. But it's also available on Amazon, the Markendium. This is just a little bit about Blueprints, how it benefits individuals, the firms, and where to access it. SMPS also provides an opportunity for recognition programs, which is, you know, it's large, it's huge for your firm, for you as a professional, for you to advance your career. We are an individual-based membership, so the individuals themselves receive professional development, but you also need recognition for you as a marketer, which also gives exposure to your firm. So we have a couple of programs here. Weld Cox Marketing Achievement Award was just awarded at our Evening of Excellence at Build Business last month. And Tim Barrick, who's the principal of Ratio Architects, was this year's Weld Cox Award winner. We have our fellows program. So we have 120 fellows that are members that have been members for over 15 consecutive years, have contributed to the profession, are leaders in our in the AEC industry. And they work every day to give back to members and to the society. They're writers, they're publishers, they're authors. So looking to our fellows, their designation, when you see a member name, is SMPS, and certainly reach out to them. They're a great resource. We have recognition programs for our chapters. The chapters are our core. They're our grassroots. They're the blood of the society. And we know that the chapters do a lot of work for the society and for growing membership and bringing value to members. So we do recognize them through Striving for Excellence Awards, our Chapter President of the Year Award. So consider that for your chapter in the future. Use the Striving for Excellence criteria as a guideline for your chapter, for you to, as a roadmap for you to plan your year. It's a wonderful resource, so keep that in mind. Our Marketing Communications Awards program. So the MCA is what we call it, and it's a wonderful, we had over 250 submittals from all firm sizes from across the country. It recognizes individuals and teams who create outstanding results, who have put together great marketing programs. There are 21 categories evaluated by industry practitioners, clients, media is usually there, and peer and association leaders. And winners receive immediate national media attention. They're published in our Marketer magazine, through our newsletters, through E&R Record. There's great media attention and recognition for your firm. And so keep that in mind if you're interested in submitting something that your firm has done. A great marketing program brochure, there's website, there are video categories, small business category, many to choose from. So go check it out on the website, again, smps.org, and you can go to /NCA to learn a little bit more about that. Of course, it's our duty to provide education for the society, to educate and to grow your professional service exposure. So identify what we work as a society to do is identify and chronicle the knowledge, the skills and abilities required for your job. It's always changing. We know that technology is fast moving. What are the trends that you need to know about today that are happening now and in the future so you can prepare for them? What are those best practices and how? And so it's our job to know those things and then to provide a platform for you to come get that education. Again, you will receive great programs at your chapter, panels and things that are more specific to your local area. I again encourage you to go out to other chapters and have more exposure from different areas and regional conferences. There's 5 regional conferences that happen across the country through SMPS, the chapters that are volunteer driven and organized. I think the one coming up for closest to Rio Grande will be the Southern Regional Conference, which is happening, I believe, in Houston, and I believe that's at the end of January. So go on the website and check that out for dates. Keep that in mind. It's another great program, conference, 2.5-day conference to attend. Markendium. So we're going to talk a little bit about what is Markendium, the SMPS body of knowledge. So Markendium itself is also known as the SMPS Body of Knowledge, the BOK. It's a comprehensive educational resource for successful practices, marketing and business development in the AEC industry. It's the Markendium is further defined, defines the 6 domains of practice that we just talked about. And it's not a singular publication or a catalog of ideas. It is inclusive knowledge necessary for thriving careers in the AEC industry. So as you can see through this, it's a lifelong learning. This is a great infographic, if you will, to really describe it. There are 6 books that you can purchase, and they're reference books. They're very, very discounted greatly. I think the whole package for all 6 books is just over $100 for members. It's significantly more for non-members. But these 6 books you will keep near your desk. It'll be a reference that you're always going to. There are case studies there, information on plans, on proposals, anything that you need to know, those 6 domains of practice that we talked about. The deliverables have already been delivered. We have the online center. I'll show that to you in a moment. We'll pop into it. It affects your certification, online learning. There are webinars that go along with the Markendium series. You can go on, and it is a series. It's a certificate program, so you go through it online. You receive, you can stop and go. There's a series of questions, a test at the end, an exam, and you're provided a certificate in these certain areas. So we'll talk to that in a little bit, but it is the Markendium universe, if you will. And this is what the 6 books look like. So again, research, planning, development, proposals, activity, and management. So these, again, you'll be looking to, your teams will look to, they'll use as a resource, keep them in your firm library. Even the chapters have purchased a set to have and share with their members. Our annual conference, which just happened. Actually, Build Business was in Indianapolis this year. It was just in July, and we had a record-breaking turnout. We had new programs. This was just a glimpse here of some of the new things that were brought to Build Business this year and how it's structured. So you know it's, again, a 3-day conference. We had over 1,000 attendees where you get to connect, build business, work with each other, learn from each other. There are leading experts, practitioners, and marketers there. We have a really cool series. It's similar to the TED Talks that you would see. They're called Max, and we've put these together, and they took place on the main stage this year. So they were very popular and great short spurts, I guess, of information, very powerful and hit home. We had digital skill labs. So right in the center of our conference, we had digital skill labs right there where you were learning through all of those InDesign, all of those technical type skills that you need. And InDesign, Photoshop, those things were all provided. We had a mind exchange. This was new this year. Roundtable discussions that take shape. You learn from each other. And there were industry experts there to facilitate it. And of course, our Evening of Excellence, which is where all those recognition programs that we just talked about are highlighted. And it's a evening event, black tie event, full dinner, and wonderful. Reminds me of the Oscars. It was actually a wonderful, wonderful time this year. We've heard great feedback about all of the sessions and the keynotes. So something to keep in mind. Go to the website, check it out, and maybe start planting the seed for next year. We also have an on-the-road program that we take across the country, called the business development for the AEC industry. We have a faculty of leaders who work with us in delivering this educational opportunity as well. And again, you will be challenged to evaluate the effectiveness of your BD strategies, your current sales, your efforts, strengths that your firm's business develops, and new strategies. So these typically range around 50 people. I think they try to keep it at about 50 because of the engagement, not to go over, so they're more intimate. And again, they're offered in various locations across the country. Webinars, online webinars. I am going to jump in, hopefully, if we have a few minutes at the end of today's webinar, and I'll show you the Markendium Online Center so we can actually jump in and you can visually see where these webinars are saved, where the archives are, how to register for them. You should receive emails from us, but certainly going there and taking a look at the courses that you might be interested in. And know that the webinars are per connection. So there is a fee for our monthly webinars for members, but know that you can come together in one location and have this webinar for your entire firm, for your marketing and BD departments. Your chapter can use these. So it's not per person. So just know that you could have 20 people in a room, and it's that one fee for our monthly webinar topics. And they are highly rated, highly attended, and our archives are there as well. CPSMs have access to them free. The archives are significantly discounted for members, and many of them are free, depending on how old they are. I think after a year or two, they are free, although the content is still very relevant. They're 90 minutes. They're very highly interactive. Expert speakers again, and the topics come from the members and from us as well. So keep in mind, these are learning opportunities at your desk. You don't have to leave. We know you're very busy. So online learning is huge for our members. The lunchtime learning labs, again, are free for members. This is another member benefit. They're every other month, but they are all archived. You can go anytime and go into the Markendium Online Center, or you can go into the My SMPS Marketing Resource Center. I'll show you both of these places to find these resources I'm referencing now. And the whole program is there. As a member, you have access. You can go see by topic the folder, and inside that folder will be the recording from the live webinar, the PowerPoint presentation, and any related documents that go along with it. So from a chapter perspective, if you're needing to fill a gap for a program, invite everybody to one location and go ahead and listen to this live webinar together, then break out in roundtables to discuss what you just heard. and it's free for members. So that could be a free member-only benefit that you go ahead and offer to your chapter members as well. But certainly take advantage of these. Most of them are technical topics, similar to like proposal blunders, differentiation in design, team strategy, chain synergy, working with Prezi. So these are just some of the topics. And of course, you earn CEUs with any program that we offer. We provide, the Society provides corporate in-house training, so this is available for firms of any size that would like to take advantage. We just conducted and put together a pilot package actually at Build Business for one of our supporters, Turner Construction. We've done these for smaller firms as well and mid-sized firms. So keeping in mind that we can come to you and work with you on developing a curriculum that works for your company, your team, your mission, your vision, and it's created special for your company. So keep that in mind as an opportunity. SMPS has a foundation. It's an arm of our society. The SMPS the foundation is a 501c3. It's a not-for-profit organization. It has a board, a president. It also has board members and foundation trustees. These individuals work together. They meet collaboratively. They come from across the country. They serve our members by creating, they fundraise so that they can work on research primarily, provides research information, and from the research, we're very excited. They are, it's on the website, but they are working on 3 or 4 new topics. Artificial intelligence is one to name, and many others that are futuristic, that are things that we need to know about now, trends and developments that are coming out in the next 10 years. They're developing and researching about this now for our professionals in the AEC industry specific. And they put all of that information into presentations, into education that they bring across the country, and also in white papers that are available for members. So take a look at and keep an eye out for that coming through our newsletter and from the foundation itself. So SMPS works to connect you. That's one of our strategic objectives of the society is to connect you with opportunities. So there's opportunities here to connect with peers coast to coast, not just in your local chapter, but there's opportunities to serve. You can serve on committees. We know you did that at the local level, but keeping in mind that the next step, or there's opportunities outside of your local chapter with regional conferences, our annual conference, we have a certification committee, we have our chapter award committees, our fellows, our marketer editorial team has a committee that works with us, our President's Leadership Symposium. That's where we bring in all of our incoming chapter presidents and train them and connect them. And what's not here is we're currently working to develop ongoing task force focus groups that you can sign up for. So that will be available. One in particular is just on membership, recruiting what are the firms we're missing and what should those outreach efforts be. We're looking on a task force for student members and reaching out to universities. So there's many opportunities beyond obviously locally, but also regionally and nationally for you to serve. Again, just to highlight our chapters, 58 chapters make up the society, and again, they are grassroots. They are our lifeblood, and they provide so much to our members in the way of value. So supporting your local chapter, meaning you can connect, you can serve on a committee, help develop a program, or maybe just work at the registration desk, work with your team to put together a client panel or a sponsorship package, reach out to a firm and secure sponsorship for your chapter. There are so many opportunities to be more engaged. You can serve as an incoming treasurer, president, or you can just serve on a committee and have a small piece until you feel you're able to do more. And know that headquarters supports chapters in developing you as leaders, providing training and education across at regionals. We have quarterly webinars that we provide just for our volunteers. They are saved in our YouTube channel. So if you were to go to the SMPS website, click on the YouTube icon, that'll take you right into our YouTube channel where there are tons of
We have a playlist specific for chapter volunteers, how to be a treasurer, recruiting new members, just to name a few, our certification program, putting together a program, the logistics of working with venues. These are all volunteer training tutorials. Usually they range from 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and they're free. These are all volunteer training opportunities. You go when you need to, and certainly share that with your team and make sure that they're available, and you are sharing that with your onboarding when you're onboarding volunteers. Know that we have a governance advice. We conduct volunteer orientations. We have our chapter manual, toolkits. We have all kinds of opportunities as a volunteer to help you with your job, to help you in your position in leading. So make sure you're aware of all of those and dig in. If you're a volunteer, definitely take a look. How can we connect? How can you get the most value from your membership? So as we begin to wrap up this webinar, it really comes down to, I've just gone through a litany of things and benefits and features, and I probably didn't even thoroughly get through half of them. But know that what it comes down to, again, to make the most of your membership is connecting, is engaging. How involved are you? How engaged are you? That's with anything you do. It's in your personal life. How involved are you with, your church possibly, or other local organizations? Anything that you participate in life, you have to put into it what you want to get out of it. And I can't emphasize that enough. If you just write a check and expect things to come to you, sometimes they will. But I think it really comes down to our most successful long-term members get engaged. They find ways to volunteer. They dig into all of those resources we just talked about, making sure every other month they have a goal to attend some type of online learning once a month or every other month. What am I going to do this month? I'm going to attend a lunchtime learning lab. I'm going to look at one of the archives. I'm going to make sure I'm reading the marketer publication that comes out, and I'm sharing those articles with my team and with my decision maker. You have to dig in and do these things to really be successful, and that's what we've learned time and time again from our members. Attending your chapter events, making sure you're going to programs and you're going to those networking events. I know after a long day, you've had 4 proposals go out, you're just frazzled and burnt out. That's the time to go be with your peers. That's the time to connect and it's your own therapy group, if you will, at a local level for you to connect and for you to share ideas. Maybe you learn something new that helps in the proposal process so that you don't have to spend so much time doing it, and work smarter is the goal. So, pursuing professional development opportunities, participating online in the My SMPS community. There are groups, I'll show you in just a moment. I'm going to wrap up here in a minute and we can jump into some of the online resources. But the www.mysmps.org is our online connected community. So there's a community of, I think, 700 business developers. They just have their own little group, similar to Facebook. If you have a Facebook private group, you can exchange information, you can post things, you can put things in the library that might be support, documents and anything that may be helpful to your, specifically to BD, to business development. We have a InDesign group that just talks about, or Adobe Suite, I think. And so all those new things coming out, how to use it, people are talking about tips and things. So getting involved in those communities is great as well. And it's member only, by the way. Prepare and sit for the exam. Think about in the next couple of years, especially if you're a new member, you have to have goals. You have to have a timeline for yourself. What does that look like? So in 2 or 3 years, you're going to sit for the exam if you qualify for that. But making sure that you are looking forward to these opportunities. You can write for association publications. You can write articles for us. You can do that for your local chapter. You can blog. You can find industry trends, share those things with us, and we'll make sure. You can mentor others, give back to the profession, and keeping connected. That's number 1. So we'll end today with another quote from a fellow. She's actually now the Chief Marketing Officer with NAC Architecture, and a firm that
probably 5 or 6, 7 years ago, never would have considered a chief marketing officer in their firm. And she made a difference, showed her worth because of her knowledge, because of all the things she brings from her history, her work ethic, and also from the society that she's learned. But marketing today is much more of a team sport, and today's competitors could be tomorrow's venture partners. So keeping that in mind. I thank you all for participating and being with me today. Again, this is recorded, so we'll share it with your team, with other fellow members. To wrap up, I'm Mary Cruz. You can reach me at mary@smps.org. We thank you as volunteers and as members. You are the strength of our society. We are working to advance this profession, and we need you to be a part of that. So thank you all for participating today. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead now and type those in. I'll take a look, see if there's any hands raised. And at this time, I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize this presentation, and I'll take the next few minutes to just pop into and show you our online. Let me make sure I have this fully in the screen here. I'm going to check with Etni. I see that you're active online. Can you see my screen, Etni? I just want to make sure the marketing, we're looking at Markendium Online right now. Etni, I've unmuted you, so I'm not sure if you've muted your line. I can't hear you, but I just wanted to make sure you are seeing my screen okay.
Yes, I can see it.
Great, thank you so much. So this is a quick glimpse at the Markendium Online Learning Center. So you can get to this from the SMPS website. This is the SMPS website store, actually. I had this up just so you could see quickly. It's up here, SMPS store. You can download blueprints today. That's free for members. Our other Markendiums here, you can also order the 6 Markendium books off of Amazon. Some of our marketer articles are here, our CPSM study guide, and other white papers. So from the main SMPS site, going in and making sure, I know your local chapter is fairly new and is building their own site. We'll be working with them on that. But connecting with other chapters, simply going to about or membership, you can find local chapters, go to their websites from here. There's also resources specific to marketers, BD, firm owners, if you're a chapter volunteer. And Knowledge Center is where all of the learning opportunities are. So Markendium is here. You can connect Markendium Online Learning Center. I'm sure if you just Google it, it'll come right up as well. All of our CPSM information, study information about certification, and all of the educational opportunities that are available for members. Some at a great discount, some are free. So make sure you're checking out these, especially the free opportunities. Our Max is here, our Max TV, diving in and taking a look. I know you'll learn something new. You'll learn something new every time. Let's go to the Markendium Online Learning Center. So once you log in as a member, I'm just going to take you through really briefly the main areas. So you have, for instance, our online courses are available here, and this is the 6 series labs, based on Markendium. So market research, the 6 domains of practice. So these are available here for members, and it's a full. Each module is 25 minutes long, and you have an interactive community, you have downloadable tools, a checklist, you have a test at the end of this. This is a full series. So it takes you, there's a little demo here to learn more about that. Those are our online courses. Of course, we have all of our archived webinars, our lunchtime, our learning labs are in a different area, but I just want to bring up some of our different things you can see here for webinars and the certification training, free for members. This is awesome. So if you want to go in and see what your knowledge looks like for the CPSM exam, this will help you just gauge, one, what is your knowledge in the industry and marketing and planning? It's 75 questions. It's an online, again, CPSM practice exam. Some of the questions were pulled from our previous. We do assessments of our exam every couple of years. New questions are written. So there are 75 questions for you to go through, and there's a time limit, 90 minutes. But at the end, you do get your score, and you certainly can see there's an answer key at the end, so you can learn from just taking this exam. You know, it'll enhance your knowledge overall in CPSM and the certification, but also just in the content itself and bringing that back to your firm, what you're learning. So this is free for members, and I think a significant cost for non-members, so something to think about. And our learning labs are all here. Virtual workshops are available. The free learning labs are saved here, so you can go in and take a look at what's coming up next, register for the next one coming up, and keep an eye on those. The next one looks like it's on graphic design basics for AEC professionals on September 20th, so don't miss that. And again, you can take a look at the archived. All the archived ones are here. So diving in and looking, taking a deeper dive into our Markendium online opportunities. So I'm logged in here. Now I'm showing you really quickly the My SMPS community. This is separate from our website. So we have the national website, we have our online learning center, and we have My SMPS. This is a fun place. This is where you're going to find the directory of members. So you can use your app, download the free My SMPS app on your phone. So when you're at events, you can quickly connect with someone, save them as a contact, and you can connect with them at another time. You can do basic searches. You can do, I'm going to look up, let's see if I spelled that correctly. And a lot of our members, you can go in and update all of your information. You can add your bio. You can add, I'll show you a profile that's a little bit more complete. I'll actually show you mine. Let's see. Actually, I'll show you another member that I know. An active member serves, he's a fellow now. So information here on that person, connections, contributions, you can quickly learn about your members through the directory. So this is available again on your app. And, you know, if you want to do more of an advanced search, you can do an advanced search if you're really looking for a firm in a specific chapter, in a specific area. If you just want to look for a large size 500 plus firm, you're looking for a company that specifically works on bridge design or hotels and resorts, you want to partner with somebody, here's the way to do a little bit more advanced search. So only members have access to our directory. And again, you know, getting in there, connecting with your members, your peers. And this is just a quick look at my profile, just to show you a little bit more. I have my bio in here, job function, education. There's a little bit of history. So it's nicely laid out here. So My SMPS is also, it's your directory, but it's also your community. So once you begin to dive in here and connect to different communities. So I'm a member of the Adobe Creativity community. There's close to 400 members in this community, and you can decide how you want to participate. Do you want to receive an email digest just once a day on what the current discussions were on? Do you want to just go there yourself, not receive any email, or you can receive it in real time? The All Chapter Leaders community is one for all of our chapter volunteers. So all the resources, I'll just use this one as an example to show you what the community dashboard looks like. So recent announcements for all of our volunteers. You can see over here recent files that were shared, the community blogs, latest discussions, and then if you jump into the library, you can look at it two ways. Here for, again, all of our volunteers, all these folders are full of information, resources, and tools, and manuals, and how-tos, and samples, and so it's cleanly organized by role, typically. Education, there's finance information for the treasurers. As you can see, tax forms, the manual, there's a webinar recording in here, all of those good things that you need as a volunteer. And you can see the folder file. You can look at it this way, or you can look at it in another view, which is just document file, and you can see the most recent things that were added. So there's two different ways to view the library as well. And then each community has discussion. So you can post questions, ask questions of your peers, share information, and you can read those threads. They're always going to be here. So check those out. Just to go back to my communities, you can take a look at all the communities and see which ones you may want to join as a member. So go in here. If you are interested in joining any of these, if they have a join button, they're available. Some of these, there's quite a few that may not be related, but certainly take a look and you can jump in there and join a community today. I want to also show you our Marketing Resource Center. This is that marketing library, what I referenced several times during the presentation today, that where you can find resources as a member. This is for all of our members. Only members have access to the Marketing Resource Center. So again, you can take a look at it in file view. Build Business presentations are in here. So if you're looking for information on Build Business, you have sample documents, marketing go, no-go forms, debriefing questionnaires, proposal samples. We have career resources, profiles, job descriptions, articles. There's marketer articles are in here. If you feel like you want to share an article that you, or email one possibly to a friend or to a colleague that, you know, obviously you have your hard magazine, but if you just want to go into the archives here, each article is saved as an individual PDF. So you can share it with your team in a different way electronically, go in and pull that information out. And I advise you to do that regularly. This gives you exposure to your teams, to your decision makers. Again, it justifies your membership and why you're connected. The lunchtime learning labs. This is another one I wanted to show you as a chapter volunteer or as a member. These are free webinars that are available to you, and the whole package is here. So if you have something specific that you want to bring back to your firm, to your team, to your chapter, you just open up the folder. I'm going to go to Proposal Blunders as an example. So back up here, you'll see the folder contents, and the all of the presentation is here. The movie formats, the webinar, I should say, recording is in different formats for you, so MP4 or movie format, and then the actual slides are here. If there's any other related materials, so you'll just basically, I'm going to click on the slide so you can see me go into, it tells you who downloaded it, where it's at, and then boom, you just download it. It's here. So all of these educational opportunities are here, are in our Marketing Resource Center as well. And again, another view is to go back and see, well, what's been updated recently. Member spotlights were added, award spotlights, a reporter's POV, how marketers miss the mark with the media. So great articles are being shared here as well. So this is a quick overview of the My SMPS community. The Marketing Resource Center, it has a glossary of terms that are regularly used throughout our industry and in marketing. Check that out. And there's other options here for you. So when you log in, your homepage is customized to you, your activity. So once you log in, this is mine, I'm logged in as me. So recent files that are shared based on my activity in the communities that I belong to. Some of these things are static, but certainly get in there today and check it out, get engaged. I can't stress that enough, and I hope that you've learned something today. We're creeping up on 1 hour, so I'll give you another opportunity for questions. Certainly raise your hand or type something in. I'm happy to answer those questions before we end today. I just wanted to show you a couple more things on the website. So again, our Career Center is here if you're looking for specific things related to salary surveys, the blueprints, connections. Again, the Knowledge Center, information about our recognition programs, all that good stuff. Our committees is found here on the SMPS website. You can also, when updating your profile, make sure that you go to the SMPS website to update your profile. Any member information, your address, your firm, your demographics are database connects to my SMPS, but you update your bio there and other personal information, but your record information is done through the society website. So you'll need to log on here and update your profile. So all of the information that we have on you that members have access to, your photo, your personal information, of course your address, and your member demographic information can all be updated here on the SMPS website. Any downloads that you've downloaded, go download the blueprints today. It'll come here. So when you log into your profile, you can go to downloads and see your order history and access those downloads that you've either purchased or downloaded for free. You can see your continuing education credits if you're a CPSM. So that is it. Thank you again for joining. I don't see any questions today, so I hope that I'm sure I overloaded you, but it's very important that you know all of the benefits. Contact me anytime. Again, my name is Mary Cruz with SMPS headquarters. You can reach me at mary@smps.org or directly at 703-549-6117. Thank you all for your membership, and I'm happy to answer any questions you have. Have a great day. Take care. Thank you.